You know, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's just sheer knowledge of the deck that's carrying me so far in Master Rank, because we're currently on a 4-win streak in Master 3. Taking a look at our match history here, we're going to be replaying these 4 matches. Unfortunately, I didn't record the loss or didn't save the loss to record later, but we went up against this Vaylantz deck that put up pretty much everything, and we could have played through it all if they didn't give us a field spell, because we had evenly matched in our hand. I think I also had a Robina. We went second, obviously. If we went first, we probably would have won. But yeah, this was really unfortunate because they set up the Gallant Granite searching out the Fossil Dyna at the end with this secret village with like the Magister. Where is it? This one. So this is the spellcaster. So they were locking me out of special summons, which obviously I don't care about. Spells, which I can play through as long as I have birds, which I did. But I couldn't break the board with the evenly matched, and he had the this thing on the field which can pop monsters or something. If a card moves monster zone, destroy 1 card on the field. So I didn't have enough to extend, because I had just like Robina, search Eaglin. My spells were turned off obviously because of the secret village. I had Advent of Adventure, but again with secret village up I can't use it, so he completely locked me out. Again, if he didn't put the field spell on my field and I would have even lead him, I'm pretty sure I would have won that game, which is really, really unfortunate. But it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this match, which I saved, and then these 3, which I just played tonight. I just finished these. I couldn't believe I won. Went second on this one. I think I went first for this one. I guess we'll find out. And then I went second 3 times in a row. So we're going to check this out now. I guess, well, before we do I want to spoil it? Nah. Maybe we'll look at the deck list at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and get into these matches, though. Alright, so after losing that Vaylantz duel, we hop back into a match, and then you always start to wonder, am I going to lose the next 2 and get D-ranked? That's always the feeling that you're kind of going into the next match with, I find, but at least for me, I don't know about you guys. Anyways, our opening hand here doesn't look the greatest, but we have to be able to draw something out of these pots. Now, this opening is actually pretty good because, you know, we change Shifter here. We're going to get the draw 2, so no Ash, and we got Maxi in the graveyard for if we end up putting a Rise in rotation. This is a good spin back for a dead draw. Okay, so we're going to draw 2 evenly, and Monarch not great, so we have to hope that Duality unbricks us, and it potentially can if we search this Advent here. But now we're forced to Advent away the EMPEN to grab a Robina, and then just hope there's no Imperm coming, so, or, you know, the opponent wasn't holding Ash the whole time. Thankfully, you know, that was it. The Maxi was the only disruption, so we're going to be able to summon Toucan. And funny story here, I almost selected the wrong bird. I almost selected Eaglin, but I clicked off, remembering last second, and clicked on Toucan, thankfully. So this is what I mean, right? I'm not trying to complain here, but like this is what Floowandereeze is. It's a weak end board now, right? It's a very, very weak end board. So at this point, I'm just like, yeah, my board is really easily broken, and the opponent starts off with FENRIR, which is like the most demoralizing thing ever, because this card banishes the one of EMPEN face down, right? So he searches for another FENRIR, and I'm just like, okay, let's see what he's on. On this normal summon of Viperia, I should have activated Dreaming Town. So not activating Dreaming Town here was a mistake, but this is my first time kind of dealing with this interaction. I know how it works, but for some reason I was just like frazzled, like I said, the anxiety or pressure, nerves, I don't know. So letting them special summon blue here is really, really bad. Like, what's the point of activating it now after they've summoned blue? I should have just activated it on the normal summon. This is getting them a free jet to hand. Okay, so at this point, I already know that I have to go for the Ryza. We're under Shifter as well, so Trap card is banished, and I'm like, oh shoot, I can't banish Trap card to flip the field face down, so I'm in trouble, which now means I have to go for this Ryza play. So yeah, it is what it is, but we're gonna go ahead and search Eaglin here. Go straight into the Ryza, because the monster effect of Robina has not yet resolved until you summon. So I get my EMPEN off the field to play around the new chain link of the FENRIR being able to now banish a card I control face down, a face-up card I have face down. Which does mean I sacrifice the Ryza, but I save the EMPEN, right? So you have to pick which one you're willing to lose. So sure enough, yep, new chain link, they spin back, or they put back the, they banish the Ryza. We put back Viperia to the top of their deck and the Maxi, so they're going to draw Maxi for turn. You might think, well, Quantum, why not put back blue? Well, if I put back blue into the deck and then Maxi, so they draw Maxi, but Viperia to hand, they summon Viperia, normal summon again, they draw the blue, and then they just special blue and they get extra extension anyways, and you know they have Jet in hand. So yeah, it's not great. They just set a card and pass. So we know they got blue Jet and 3 mystery cards, which is really interesting. So I'm just like, okay, I still have to deal with this FENRIR interruption, and this one card, I mean, it's banned in the OCG for a reason. Like, you know, you think EMPEN is bad at 1, like this card just being on the field in and of itself is so strong, it's crazy. So we're gonna go Pot of Prosperity now, which is good that we can resolve this. And you know, normally I would have a really easy time here. Go for Advent to get everything in rotation. Even though EMPEN's at 1, I still, you know, I'm able to like at least play. But I have to go for Book of Moon here to get rid of the FENRIR, or flip it face down, not even get rid of it, right? So I summon the Eaglin first to see if I bait the banish. All right, if he wants to banish the Eaglin, he does not. So on the summon of Toucan, I opt to flip the FENRIR face down because again, you have to wait for Toucan effect to resolve in order to new chain link, put the FENRIR on it. Which by that time I summon my EMPEN. So by the time the new chain link starts, EMPEN will be on the field. It will not be negating the FENRIR because it's in defense position. So I have to Book a Moon here before the Toucan resolves. Otherwise my EMPEN gets banished face down. So I end up putting EMPEN on field. And again, yeah, searching for map here. Activating map effect, reveal Robina, banish Stree. So we've got all the birds in rotation. We're going to be able to search out a D Crow, which is good. Okay, normal summon Stree, banish the Pot of Prosperity, and then we go into Snowl. Okay, Snowl, no effect. No, I mean, we activate the effect, but it doesn't do anything, so we're not going to normal summon. And we get one FENRIR off the field. Again, not a problem because FENRIR is at 2, so you just searched another one, and you're going to bring another one to the field. So not great. We set the evenly matched, and the opponent reveals yet another normal summon. So we knew they drew Maxi for turn. They got Spright Blue with Spright Jet. So you can see why turn 1, I was going to activate Dreamy Town anyways. Like, I just let them get a free Jet to hand, right? So it's not great. Whereas they would just be on Blue and Maxi right now in a mystery card if I did not do that. So on the normal summon of Frog, I chain, obviously, map and Snowl because, again, new chain link, if I summon a monster, resolve the monster effect, FENRIR will banish either Snowl or EMPEN face down. So I'm forced, in my opinion, to use the Snowl there to flip the FENRIR face down. At least it can't be flipped back face up right now. And even if it was, it would get negated by EMPEN. But anyways, we're going to go rotation here and just go into Apex since it's all we have left now. That the Apex is, the Ryza is banished face down, and now the opponent gets, again, easy free extension. So we're going to negate the blue with the Avion, force them to go Jet starter to get either carrot or red for a negate. But they opt to first go into Onibimaru, and this is understandable. They're going to banish the EMPEN so that they can go into their link plays, and they have the starter. So you can see all of this could have been prevented if I just stopped the Jet from coming to hand, right? So you can see the big misplay there. So they go Sprint, and this is just regular Spright stuff, double Beaver, get the Sprint out of the extra monster zone by going into the Gigantic, and then bring out the Hyperia to draw 1. Okay, and then Spright Elf. So we know they got Maxi and Mystery card. And then Spright Elf is going to attempt to bring back the red. We have to negate that with the, or not negate, but banish it with the Crow, because, you know, that's just another interruption that's going to, you know, do some damage to us. Actually, you know what? In hindsight, yeah, why did I do that? Because bring back the red evenly matched, right? Why not? I guess technically they could keep linking off into stuff. No, because they're too locked under both Gigantic and starter. So yeah, maybe activating the DD Crow there was probably a misplay. Definitely was a misplay. Okay, we draw for turn. Can't evenly because of map. Okay, we start off with just normal summon Toucan. We didn't use map effect here. Okay, the opponent does indeed have the Imperm. So again, looking back at this match, figuring this out right now in real time, if I don't DD Crow there, I can DD Crow now during the opponent's turn, right? When they target something with L. So huge misplay on my part. Anyways, Toucan gets negated. We're going to go map, banish Robina, summon Street, banish the Snowl. I wonder what their face down card was, because if it was Called by the Grave, right, they could have disrupted the Stree, but they opt to keep their last FENRIR, so it is what it is. And this is what I mean when I say if I would have kept the DD Crow. So they let me get the Apex on board, and now they're going to go ahead and attempt to activate Elf, which is interesting. And I'm going to now negate with Apex, whereas if I kept the DD Crow in hand, yeah, I just negate the summon on this turn. Because if I evenly matched, I guess there is a risk they keep red, they keep Elf, and then they just negate the bird. But I have map to play around interruption. They keep the, yeah, because they kept input. It would have made a difference, yeah. Crowing there was a misplay, because now I'm going to Apex negate the Elf here. So what I could have done if I would have kept the Crow
is battle phase, beat over the FENRIR with the Apex, have the Apex interruption on board, and then EMPEN comes back during the end phase, which I did know about. I did know that it was coming back via the Onibimaru. That's why I wasn't too worried when Toucan was negated. Because either it just means I'm getting an EMPEN search and getting an extra body on board. But EMPEN comes back and it negates the elf if I leave it on field, right? And then I got the FENRIR off field, I've got Apex, and I've got EMPEN here. We know they have Maxi in hand and a mystery card. So they draw for turn. Okay, they flip their FENRIR in attack position. I don't know if they thought it like reset off of being special summoned or something, or they just don't know EMPEN's effect. They crash, attempting to banish face down, obviously, and it doesn't work because EMPEN negates the activated effect. And then they end up scooping. So we narrowly escape that one despite some misplays.